Automation Anywhere is one of the leading robotic process automation platforms. Automation Anywhere is built on the world's most commonly used automation and artificial intelligence platform. Hey everyone, I welcome you all to this session. In this session, we will learn about Automation Anywhere tutorial. Let's look at today's agenda. We shall begin with understanding what is Automation Anywhere. Then we will look at the key features of Automation Anywhere. Proceeding further, we will see the different components of Automation Anywhere, followed by which we will understand the architecture of Automation Anywhere. Further, we will see the different types of bots and look at the key benefits of Automation Anywhere. Finally, we will look at hands-on demonstration. But before we begin, make sure you have subscribed to our YouTube channel and clicked on the bell icon, so you never miss an update from Simplilearn. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with the tutorial on Automation Anywhere. What is Automation Anywhere? Automation Anywhere is a well-known robotic process automation tool that enables business to automate end-to-end business operations. Automation Anywhere provides powerful and user-friendly RPA capabilities such as cloud-native, web-based intelligent automation solution for automating any complex task. It is a web-based management system that employs a control room to execute automated tasks. It improves the efficiency of business process and reduces the need for human labor. Features of Automation Anywhere. Automation Anywhere offers an easy-to-use interface for building bots and designing business process automation workflows. It supports multiple operating systems such as Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. It consists of a recorder that works on a variety of platforms including Microsoft Windows, Citrix, Web, and SAP. It consists of different bot views for collaboration, flow view for business users, list view for developers, and dual view for collaboration. Automation Anywhere supports platforms like JavaScript, Python, and VBScript, as well as advanced variable capabilities. Another key feature is its versatile architecture that allows for the addition of new command packages. Let's look at the Automation Anywhere components. The first component is Automation Anywhere Robotic Interface, AARI. It is a user-friendly interface that allows business users to collaborate with bots. Users can initiate process automation, provide feedback to the bots in order for process to be resumed, and escalate requests to additional users for downstream processing. AARI, that is Automation Anywhere Robotic Interface, enables enterprises to unlock previously unavailable automation opportunities between humans and the bots. IQBot, an intelligent document processing solution capable of reading and processing a wide range of complex documents and emails. IQBot intelligently captures, classifies, and extracts semi-structured and unstructured data using RPA and multiple AI techniques, allowing document-centric business process to be automated end-to-end. Bot Insight, the analytics platform that delivers real-time, interactive, and intelligent insights into business process and operational intelligence. Bot Insight takes the large amount of content level and productivity data generated by deployed bots and converts it into insights via automatically generated and customizable dashboards. Discovery Bot, an intelligent business solution for enterprise business that enables end users to discover automation opportunities through process discovery. Discovery Bot focuses on process automation by capturing document process, identifying opportunities from business-centric process, and prioritizing opportunities based on ROI and create bots automatically. Discovery Bot collaborates with business workers to identify automation opportunities that can maximize the return on your RPA investment. Let's look at the architecture of Automation Anywhere. Automation Anywhere platform is built using a distributed architecture. The Enterprise Control Room, a web-based platform that manages the development and execution of digital workforce, provides centralized management. Bot creators and bot runners are linked to the Enterprise Control Room. Bot creators are software development platforms for authorizing and customizing automations. Bot runners are runtime systems deployed on the machine that carry out the automations. Bot runners can be installed on desktops, in data centers, or in the cloud. Let's explore the architecture in detail. Bot creators. A bot is a self-contained task that requires little to no human intervention to complete. The bot creator is a customized development client for Automation Anywhere that is used to create bots. Task editor, event watcher, bot player, auto login, and local scheduler are all included. The bot creator also includes the ability to create bots from a device utilizing the enterprise client application. The device is registered with the Enterprise Control Room after the bot creator user signs in for the first time, and the user can deploy bots on that device. Bot runners. A bot runner has the ability to run bots from a device utilizing the Enterprise Client application. The device is registered with the Enterprise Control Room after the bot runner users log in for the first time, and the user can deploy bots on that device. Bots are run by the bot runner, which is a software machine. Bot runners can run bots at scale after they have been developed with bot create. Control Room. The Enterprise Control Room serves as a single point of management for all bots. Enterprise Control Room is placed on a server in the data center and configured to work with the other data center components. A river proxy is in charge of listening for requests for remote connections and sending them to the appropriate specialized service. Using a collection of specialized web services, the Enterprise Control Room manages, schedules, executes, and configures various bots and bot runner capabilities. Let's look at the types of bots in Automation Anywhere. Task bot. Task bots are used for automating repetitive tasks based on the rules. These tasks are simple to create and can reliably complete multi-step procedures. Document administration, claims management, HR departments, IT, and other areas benefit from task bots. They increase production, reduce errors, and save money. Metabot. Metabots are more advanced version of task bots. Metabots are automation building components that help with next generation integration scalability. These are intended for scalable, complex process. On a computer, metabots are used to automate applications. Application APIs, visual captures, and integration flow can all be used to develop metabots. IQ bot. IQ bots are the next generation of intelligent bots. With the ability to think like humans, these bots are designed to learn on their own and carry out tasks in accordance with that learning. Users can experience the potential of automation with IQ bots, which use advanced cognitive technology and advanced artificial technologies. These bots have capabilities such as self-learning, decision-making, and subject matter expertise, among others. Data can be extracted from semi-structured and unstructured data by these bots. IQ bots also learn to recognize patterns so that the bot knows exactly what to do the next time the pattern appears. IQ bots also learn to recognize patterns so that the bot knows exactly what to do the next time the pattern appears, With each human confirmation, it learns and improves its ability to carry out the act. Benefits of using automation anywhere. Time saving. An easy to use interface that allows users of varying skill levels to easily use the product and accelerate the learning process. With instant web-based deployment, you can get started with writing bots right away. Business adaptability. Automation Anywhere provides regular updates, ensuring that you are always up to date on any device anywhere. It provides continuity of operations with high availability and disaster recovery. Low cost of ownership. There is no need for additional infrastructure investment. It gives low cost maintenance. A unified platform for front office, back office, and employee applications is provided. Let's look at the demo. So let's see a demo. In this demo, we'll create a bot which will automatically log in inside the Simplilearn login page. So I'll show you. Let's go to the browser. I'll go to the Simplilearn's page. So this is the Simplilearn's login page. So in this page, the bot will automatically enter the email address, password, and it will click on the login button. And it will take you inside the Simplilearn's page. So we'll create a bot. So I'll show you how the bot works. So I have created it. Let's see the output first and then we'll get started with the project. So I'll click on the run button. It will download all the dependencies. Here you can see it's entering the email address. It's entering the password and it will click on the login button. So this is the project, this is the output. So you have seen the output. So let's get started. We'll close this. Go to the mail which you received from the Automation Anywhere and click on the control room link and you'll open up here. After coming here, click on create a bot. So enter a name. Let's say we'll enter as login bot since we are creating a project to log in. If you want, you can give the description and next click on create and edit. There are three options here: flow, list, and dual. In the flow, it only shows the flow chart of what activities or actions you're dragging and dropping it. In the list, it shows in the form of the list all the actions, and in the dual, it shows the flow chart as well as the actions, what actions it is performing. So first we need the browser option. So we'll search for the browser action. So this is the browser action. So the browser package contains actions that enable you to download file, find broken lines, and launch a website. So this package basically supports Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, and Google Chrome browsers. So the browser package includes the actions like close, download file, get source code, find broken lines, go back, open, run JavaScript. Now for us to open the browser, to open the Simplilearn's website, we need the open option. So let's click on the open, double click on the open. So what open does is opens the browser to a specific web page. Whichever web page link we provide, it opens that browser. So what we want to open, do we want to open it in the existing tab or a new tab or a new window? So in existing tab, it opens the web page in the currently open tab. So this existing tab option is only available in the Google Chrome browser, and new tab opens the web page in a new tab. Like select the tab from the list of the active tabs in the Google Chrome browser or insert a new window wherever. And in the new window, this opens the web page in a new window or of a specific browser. Whichever browser you choose, it opens the web page in a new window. So all these options are applicable in the Google Chrome browser. So we will select the new window option, and the browser, you have these options: Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Chrome and Microsoft Edge. So we will select Google Chrome and we will select the link to open. So we should select the link. So we'll go to the Simplilearn's website page. So this is the page we are logging in. So that is why we need the link of this page. So copy the link of this page and paste the link here. And we need it in the new window. So save it and let's run and see if this opens in the new window. Let's click on run. Okay, so till now we are going right. So we have entered the link and we have run the bot, and the bot is opening the web page in the new window. So we'll close this. So after this we need the recorder package. So search for the recorder package. So this is the recorder package. In this we have the capture action. So the capture action from the recorder package is used to capture an interaction with the user interface object, such as a text box, button, table, menu, radio button, combo box, checkbox, list view, link, tree and package tab. The capture action enables you to add single interaction when building your bot. So let's double click on capture option. So let's select dual so that we can see what action it triggers. So after selecting the capture option, so select the browser option, browser window, then click on this refresh windows. So it will show a list of the list of pages that are open in the browser. So scroll down and we need learning on Simplilearn. So this is the web page in which we are logging in. So select the web page, go down and let's click on capture object. Click on capture object. So first we need to fill in the email address. So you can see here it's showing a red color box. So click on email address. So it will capture this object of email address. Here you can see recording capture finalization. So the object is captured. Scroll down and here you can see action to take on object. What action should be taken on the object which we have selected? So we need to enter the text, that is the email address. So select set text and scroll down and enter what text you want to enter there. So I'll enter my email ID. Now scroll down. You can enter the time how much ever you want. It is recommended to enter 9 seconds or 10 seconds, but it's optional. So we'll skip it for now. You can see here it's of the type user login page. So we have captured the first object, that is email address. So we'll save it and we'll run and see if it's entering the email address. Here you can see it's opened the web page in the new window and it has entered the email address. So let's go back to the control room. We'll close this. Your bot has run successfully. So now that we have entered the email address, we need to enter the password. So we will use another capture action. In this we'll select the same browser window, then we'll select the same Learning on Simplilearn website and we'll click on capture object. But now this time we'll capture the object password. Select the password object and recording capture finalization. So now that the object is captured, we need to select the action. What action should be performed? So we will select set text. Now that we have selected text, since we are entering the password should be credential. And when the password is credential, you can't enter the password here. You need to pick the password. You need to pick the password from the locker room. So now that I have already created a credential and entered in the locker room, for me it's showing here. I'll show you how to create a credential and create a locker room. So we'll save it till here for now. We'll save here. Let's go to the credential section. Here if you go in the manage options, you can see credentials. So go in the credentials. This is the credentials which I have already created. Go to the create credential options, click on it. So enter the credential name. Say I'll enter it as username. Enter the description if you want any, and scroll down and enter the attribute name. What attribute are you entering? For first we will enter the email address. So select email address and select the input type as standard. Description is optional and enter the value. What is the email address? So I'll enter my email address. Scroll down and click on the plus here to add. So there are two attributes in the login page, right? That is the email address and password. So one attribute we have entered the email address and the other attribute is the password attribute. So select password and input type as standard. And since we are entering the password, it should be masked so that no one could see your password. The password should be encrypted. So enter your password here. After entering the password, so you have filled all the credential details. Click on create credential. So after clicking on create credential, your credential will be created. So that is how you create a credential. After creating the credential, so since I have already created the credential, I'll click on cancel. If you want to create the credential, enter all these details and click on the create credential. So I'll click on cancel. So this is, once you create the credential, you can see like this, a credential, whatever you have created, it will be shown here. So this is how you create a credential. Now after creating the credential, you need to go to the locker section and here you can see create a locker. Click on create a locker. So enter the locker room, whatever you want. So let us enter username. After entering the locker room, go to the credential and select the credential, whatever you have created. Since I have already entered the credential in the locker, that is why it is that is why this is disabled for me. So when you're entering the credential in the locker room for the first time, you can come inside the locker and select this option, check this option and click on this. So this will get deposited in the locker. This owners and managers section is disabled, the community edition. So we can't do any changes in that. This will also be disabled. This will also be disabled. Go to the consumers. So enable this. Enable this, click on the community edition user and deposit this in the locker. Click on this, then scroll down. So this is the last. Then when you go back, scroll up. So when you finish doing all this, this create locker option will get enabled. So when this option get enabled, click on create locker and your locker will be created. That's how you create a locker. Since I have already created a locker, I did not so these options are not enabled for me. So this option is also not enabled. When you do all these steps, this option gets enabled. That is how you create a locker. I hope you have understood how to create a credential and how to create a locker. So let's go back to the bot which we had created. Let's go to the automation. So the bot which we had created was a login bot. So we had selected the recorder option. In this recorder we had selected the action password. So we need to enter the password. So select here, go to here, click on pick and select the locker which we had created, the email address. Select the credential, that is the email address credential. Select the attribute. Attribute is the password attribute. We had entered two attributes, right? One is the email address and the password. So we are entering the password here. Select the password attribute and click on confirm. Scroll down. Here you can see we have picked the password. If you want, you can enter the time, which is optional. You can see it is of the type user password. So that's all. Save it. Now we need one more recorder action, that is to click on the login button. So we'll select for the search for the recorder, select the capture option and we'll select the browser, select the web page and click on the capture object. So the object which we are capturing now is the login button. So click on the login button. Here you can see recording capture finalization. So the login button is being captured. So what action should be taken? So we need to click on the login button. Here you can see, if you have noticed, there is no option to set text. Why? Because this is a login button and we can't enter the text here. So that option is not here. So from these options, we should select the click option to login. So we'll select the click option. And you can see here, it is of the type login button login. So we have selected the login button. Now we'll save it. So we have completed the project. In the first step, we have selected the browser package. In browser package, we have selected the open action, which opens the web page. The link which we have provided, it opens the web page. In the second, we have selected from the recorder package, we have selected the capture option, in which we have captured the email address. Then we have captured the password and then we have captured to click on the login button. So let's save it. We have saved it. So let's click on run and see.
Excel packages. The Excel package consists of actions that allow us to automate many of the tedious tasks while working with Microsoft Excel spreadsheets. The Excel packages that Automation Anywhere offers are Excel Advanced Package. To use the Excel Advanced Package command, we must first install the Excel Advanced Package. It's utilized to automate actions involving the workbook, worksheet, rows, columns, and cells. The system must have Microsoft Office installed. The versions of Microsoft Office that are supported range from Microsoft Office 2016 to 2019. File formats like .xls, .xlsx are supported by this command. And it also supports the older Excel formats as well as the advanced Excel actions. And it requires the installation of the Microsoft Excel application. Next we have Excel Basic Package. This package enables quick spreadsheet activities for .xlsx files without requiring the MS Excel software to be installed. Office 365 Excel. This package provides commands for working with Excel online. The Office 365 Excel bundle includes actions that allow you to automate operations in Microsoft Excel online. If you are using Microsoft Excel 365 via a web browser, you can use the Office 365 Excel package to automate Excel process. Let's look at the Excel commands. Some of the Excel commands are Open Spreadsheet. This allows to open the Excel spreadsheet. Close Spreadsheet closes a spreadsheet that was opened using the Open Spreadsheet operation. The Excel command identifies the spreadsheet using the same session name as one used in the Open Spreadsheet operation. Save Spreadsheet. This command saves a spreadsheet in an open workbook. Activate Spreadsheet activates a specific spreadsheet in an open workbook. It specifies whether to activate the sheet by index or sheet by name. Get Cell. This command allows to retrieve the values of a specific cell as well as the range of the cell. Set Cell. This command sets the value of the active cell or a specific cell in an Excel spreadsheet. You can assign a variable to the cell value. Go to Cell moves to a specific cell within a spreadsheet. It can move one cell to the left or to the right of the active cell, and it can move one cell above or below the active cell or move to the beginning or end of the column. Delete Cell. This command deletes the value in an active cell or in a specific cell within an Excel spreadsheet. Run Excel Macro. Runs a macro that is stored within an Excel spreadsheet. Enter the macro name and specify the parameters of the macro arguments. Let's look at the demo. In this demo, we will have two Excel files and we will use Excel operations and merge these two Excel files. So let's jump into Automation Anywhere. So what we are doing is we have two Excel files. I'll show you the files. So this is Excel file 1 which has a data table of employees and salaries, and we have another file, Excel file 2, which has the data table of employee names and salaries. So the file 1 has different names, employee names and different salaries, and the file 2 has different names and different salaries. So we will combine both of these data tables. We'll create a bot which will combine both of this data table. So let's go to the control room. Go to the automation section and click on create new bot. Name the bot. We'll name it as Excel bot. Click on create and edit. So after creating a bot, go to search actions and search for a step. Step action and double click on this. So what step action does is it runs a sequence of commands. For example, to open a file 1 and file 2, there is a sequence of steps, and at the end of this project there will be many list of steps, so which will be confusing. So just to avoid confusion, we will drag and drop the step, and inside each step there will be a number of actions. So now that we have selected this action step, give the title. We'll name it as file 1. So go to Excel package, search for Excel, So in Excel Advanced, since I have MS Excel installed in my PC, so I will use Excel Advanced. Scroll down and select Open. Open action opens an Excel spreadsheet. This action works with XLSX and XLS and all these files which you can see here. So now after dragging and dropping open option, you can select the file path from control room, desktop file or a variable. I have the file on my desktop, so I'll select desktop and I'll browse. So I'll select the file, that is file 1, and I'll open. So I have selected the file and our file contains the headers. So check this box and check this specific sheet name so that you can name the sheet. So our data table is in the sheet 1. So type the name of the sheet and open in read write mode or read only mode. So we will open in read write mode. And if you scroll down, there is session name. So we'll keep it as default. So this much is done. Next activity. So this action should be inside the step action. So drag and drop it inside. Okay. Next we need get multiple cells. Double click on get multiple cells. Get multiple cells retrieves the values of multiple cells in an Excel worksheet. So you can select range of cells to be returned, all rows or specific rows or cell range. We will select all rows since we want to merge all the rows. So select all rows and select the read visible text in cell or read cell value. You can select any one of this, and the session name keep it as default. And you need to assign value to the variable. So we'll create a variable. Since we are using the data table, we'll name it as table 1. Okay, let's create and select. So we have selected the variable and now we need to close the file. So we'll select the close action. So the close action closes an Excel spreadsheet. So double click and select the close option. Here you should uncheck the save changes when closing the file and name the session as default. Okay, so step 1, that is file 1. So these 3 steps. So this is done for file 1. Now we need to repeat this for file 2 as well. So we'll save here till now what we have done. Okay, now we'll repeat this for file 2. Let's drag and drop step action. So in step 2, name it as file 2. We are performing this step for file 2. Okay, now we'll go to Excel package and select open. We need to open the file. So basically we are repeating this above steps, and we will select the file 2. We'll go to desktop file, browse and select file 2. So we have selected the file 2, and this file also contains headers. Check this box and specify the sheet name as sheet 1. We have the data table in sheet 1, so sheet 1, and read and write mode and session name. Since the session name for the file 1 is default and we need to change here, so we'll give it as default 2 as the session name. Okay, so this much is done. Now next we need get multiple cells. So double click on get multiple cells. We'll select all rows and change the session name to default 2 and create a variable here. So right click and create a variable, name it as table 2 and create and select. Okay, this is done. Next we need to close the file. So scroll up and select the close action and change the session name. For file 2 we have kept the session name as default 2, so we'll use the same session. Okay, so this much is done. We'll save. Okay, now file 1 and file 2 is created. So these actions are outside the file 2, outside the step file 2, so we'll bring it inside. These are supposed to be inside. Okay, Now step 1 and step 2 is done. Next we need to merge this file. So go to the data table package. So in this data table package, you can see all these actions. We need the merge action. This merges two data table together in a single data table. So double click on merge data table. Okay. So after double clicking on merge data table, enter the first table name. So enter the data table name. We'll select it as table 1, what we had created in step 1, file 1. And similarly we'll enter the second data table name. So these are basically the two data tables which we want to merge, right? Then enter the name of the data table in which we want to merge. So we want to merge it in either we can merge it in the file 1 or file 2, but we will create a new file and merge it in the new file. So we'll create a new variable here and we'll name it as table 3. Okay, so create and select. So new data table is created. To create a new file, to write it in a new file, there is an action here, write to file. This writes a data table into a specified file. So select this and choose a variable, that is table 3 variable, and enter the file. So to enter the file name, select the file path where you want to create this file. So I'll select the file path of my desktop, and from the desktop I want to create a file as name result file, result.csv. So I've created this file. So to create this file, you need to check this box, create folders and file, if it doesn't exist. So this file doesn't exist. I've just named it here. Now while I check this box, so this file will get created. And check this overwrite existing file, so that when you run it for a second time or third time, the data doesn't overlap. So every time you run it, a new data has been overwritten. So check this box, and you can change this if you want, row delimiter to new line or column delimiter, comma, and all this. Okay, so this is done. Let's save and let's run. It is downloading the dependencies. It will take a few seconds or sometimes a few minutes. Let's wait. So your bot has run successfully. We'll go to the desktop and check the file which we created. Here you can see the result file is created. So we'll open this result file. So here you can see the result file where both the tables have been merged. So from the row 2 Tim till the row 7, this was in the file 1, and this last 5 rows were in the file 2. So you can see here both the data tables have been merged. Now you can see here that there are rows repeated. This row John is repeated twice. So we don't want the rows to be repeated. We want to eliminate the rows which are repeated. So for that, let's go here. So let's close this. And to remove the duplicate rows, we have an option here called remove duplicate rows. Remove duplicate rows removes the duplicate rows from a data table. Double click on remove duplicate rows and take it above write file. Okay, so in remove duplicate rows, select the data table name. We want to remove duplicate rows from table 3, which is the merged data table. So select the table 3 variable, and now let's save it and let's run. Okay, your bot has run successfully. Now we'll go and check if the duplicate rows have been removed. Let's close this and go to the desktop, open the result file. And here you can see there are no duplicate rows. So there was another duplicate row here named John, and that row has been removed. And there are no duplicate rows left. That is how you remove the duplicate rows. Now let's see, now we want this salaries to be sorted. We want this in order. The employee with the highest salary, we need him at the top, and the employee with the lowest salary, we need him at the bottom. So let's go to the control room. To sort the data, there is an action called sort. This sort action sorts a data table on the basis of column by ascending or descending order. So double click on this. Double click on sort and drag and drop the sort action. Bring it above write file. So in sort data table, enter the data table name. We'll enter the table 3, which is the merge data table. And we can sort by column name or column index. We'll sort it by name. And what is the column name which we are sorting? It is the salaries column, right? So let's type the column name, salaries. Make sure the spelling is right, otherwise it will show an error. Next, we need to select the order in which we want to sort. We'll select the descending order because we want the employee with the highest salary at the top. So select the descending order and let's save and let's click on run. Oops, there was an error. Maybe the error is because I have kept the Excel sheet open. So I'll close the Excel sheet and run again. So here we go, your bot has run successfully. Let's go and check if the data is sorted. Let's click on the results. And here you can see the data has been sorted in the descending order. The employee with the highest salary is at the top and it's decreasing in the order, and the employee with the lowest salary is at the bottom. So we have performed this operation of sorting data. Let's go back to the control room. Let's close this. There are similar other actions in the data table. There is assign action. So assign action assigns the value of the source table variable to the destination table variable. The change column type, where you can change the type of the column. If it's an integer, you can change it to string, and if it's in string you want to change it to integer, then you can use this action. There is clear content. There is clear content action. Clears all the content of specified data table and get the number of rows. You can get the number of rows in this get the number of rows action, and you can delete any column if you want. You can delete row, insert column, insert row. I have shown a few actions here. You can check out all of these actions, and if you have any doubt regarding any of these actions, you can comment in the comment section and I'll try to answer. So you can delete column, delete row, insert column or insert row. Similarly, you can join two data tables together as per the column specified, as per inner joint, outer joint, full joint. However you want, you can join the data tables. And the merge action, we have merged two data tables here. And you can remove the duplicate rows, get the number of rows, search for value, search for any particular value if you want, and you can set the value of a single cell, and you can sort the data in ascending or descending order and write to the file. So you can write the data to file. So these are the actions present in the data table.